FlamencoFest returns to Laredo College for the second year in a row. We're going to talk about FlamencoFest with Patricia Godines and Cristina Greko. Good afternoon to both of you.
Good afternoon.
Both of you are professors here at Laredo College. Patricia, you want to go first? Tell us what you do here.
I am the Associate Professor of Dance here at Laredo College. We get the program going, getting our students prepared to go off and complete their BFA in dance.
And you, Cristina?
And I teach. I've been teaching here part-time for many years.
You said 50, was that true?
I did. I was exaggerating, but it's been about 20 years, yeah. And I teach anywhere from, I've taught ballet, I've taught in the past modern dance, and I want to say that this past semester was the first semester that we started with our beginners flamenco class.
Oh, nice.
So that was exciting.
How was the response to that?
Really nice,
Really?
yes.
You think last year's FlamencoFest helped kind of bring awareness? Or?
Maybe to bring awareness, maybe to try, that they wanted to try it for the first time. So we're hoping that the same, our students will come into the beginners class this summer, hopefully.
Safe to say that dancing have been for both of you, that's your life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How far back? When do you remember dancing, like starting?
I think we both started since we were, 3?
Walking.
2, 3,
yeah, 3 years old.
Whose choice was that, Mom's?
Well, basically my mom.
Yeah, she put us in, and then we grew this love for it.
She says I used to cry when my older sister was there because I couldn't start yet because I was too young. So I think le pataleaba yo. So we got there,
Eventually you both got there, and now you're giving back to the community by teaching, because when you teach, you give back. So,
that's right.
Let's talk about specifically FlamencoFest. Last year was the first year. A lot of excitement and a good turnout as well. And a lot of people, the thing I've noticed about FlamencoFest, it really appeals to all ages, doesn't it?
Correct.
I mean, flamenco really appeals to young and to old, correct?
Yes.
So why bring it back for a second year?
Well, I think because we were so fortunate that it was so successful last year. Yes.
And I know a lot of people have seen, the screens, FlamencoFest, but let's talk about specifically what it is. It consists of some workshops, and then there's a tablao. So let's talk about first the workshops.
Mm-hmm. We have our workshops in baile, and we start with, we have our beginners class, our intermediate, and our advanced. Our beginners, we're bringing back Andrea Lozano to teach that one. We have
she's from Laredo, right?
She's originally from Laredo, yes. And she's been in Albuquerque, New Mexico with the Hijastros company and with the University of New Mexico, which is very well known for the flamenco classes that they have and for their degree that they give in flamenco. Really throughout the United States, they're extremely well known and they're wonderful educators with that. And then Kayla Leal will be teaching our intermediate class, and Ileana Gomez will be teaching the advanced class. And then we also will be offering our cante and guitarra. Yeah. Also cante with Vicente Guerrero, and then we have the guitarra with Mario Febres.
Now, Ileana Gomez is from Laredo as well.
Correct.
World renowned, isn't
That's
she?
right.
She performs in Spain. Does she live in Spain still?
She does. Yep, she does.
She's from Laredo. She's had much success.
Much success, yes. Hats off to her. She has done an amazing job. She's been living in Spain for many years already. And she's up there. Yeah.
So these workshops are open to the community. Anybody can come to the workshops. We're inviting the students as well. Do you need to have, if you want to start with the beginner, do you need to have any sort of experience in flamenco?
The Andrea will be teaching the beginners, is that correct? Yeah. And people of all levels will come in. Even if you're more advanced, you take the beginner, you can always go back and learn something, yes. And she'll adjust.
Sure.
She adjusts to, the level of the student, but everybody is invited.
Yeah. What if they don't know what level they're at?
So what I would recommend, if it's somebody, for instance, that has never taken a flamenco class before, and sometimes they want to just to get a feel for it, just to see what it is. So the main thing I would recommend is just try to make sure that you have the proper shoe, not to come in with like a pump, or something without a strap. You want, you do want the proper shoe, and just be very open-minded that you just want to be learning and get a feel for it, because some things might be a little bit difficult if you've never taken a class before. But it's a good way to start.
But it's really for fun. I mean, you're not competing. You're not.
No.
I mean,
Yes.
This is
If you're gonna,
learn.
absolutely. But if you're gonna take, for instance, the advanced class, then you do have to know what you're doing.
Sure.
Yes. There, I wouldn't say for fun, because you might wind up just like this.
I know.
Yes.
Well, you can't just stand there.
That's
so you're part of the advance.
Yeah. You know, I was gonna say when Patricia was mentioning about the beginners class, I was gonna say in the past I've also recommended even to instructors, even to myself, sometimes when you're teaching, and if you go to a festival or you go somewhere and you say, well, should I take the beginner's class? It's good because sometimes as an instructor, you learn how they teach a beginner student. So you get ideas from that as well. It's not only, beginners is too low of a level for me. No, who knows if they're going to be asking you, to teach one day this class or X. So
a lot of dance studios in Laredo, so
yes,
everyone
out. Please come.
Also, the guitarra and the cante class, that's interesting because I thought it was all about the dance, but there's a whole art to the guitar and the singing, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
Yeah. I think, first, a lot of people don't realize is that where we begin, when you're talking flamenco, it really does start with the cante. So when you have your cante, then you have your bailadora, and then you have what is the guitar. And so there's kind of like that little pyramid. And then nowadays there's so many other instruments that are used. We have the cajon also that's used. Sometimes they'll bring in a violin. It's something that's evolving right now and evolving everywhere. But yes, as a matter of fact, going back to what your question was, with the cante, what I also recommend, especially if you're, already at an intermediate level or whatever, is to take cante class, because it's so important when you're dancing, when you're performing. That way you start learning the letra, you start learning the tonos, because that has a lot to do with your performance as well. And
I was able to witness last year, and with the tablao, they're all going based on the singing and on the guitar, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So there's nothing that's not scripted. That's just it's what they feel.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, sometimes I would say for the most part in any tablao situation, they basically decide right before going on. Okay, what palo are you doing? What palo are you doing? What palo are you doing? And then that's how they start figuring out what order they're going to go. And
that's fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
Starts July 29th.
Starts Tuesday, July 29th. Yes,
and 4 days. For how many days? 4 days.
4 days of classes, Tuesday to Friday, and then we have the tablao show on Saturday.
Saturday night here in McKazen.
Which is so much fun.
Yes, it's going to be.
I was there last year. It was a lot of fun.
Yay.
So we're looking forward to that. July 29th starts the workshops. There is a charge for the workshops. You can go to the website, laredo.edu/FlamencoFest. Mm-hmm. But if you're a student, do you pay?
No, the student at the college does not. They get to take the workshops for free.
Okay.
And that goes also as well as for the guitar and the cante class. So I would strongly recommend any of our music
college
people
students
here in the
come
college, anybody that's interested in even learning the basics of cante for flamenco. We would love to see you all here.
It would be great.
Yeah. FlamencoFest year number 2, and we're excited to have you all back again with these workshops and flamenco at all levels, from beginner to advanced, plus the guitarra and the cante as well. If someone's interested, by all means, please again go to the website laredo.edu/FlamencoFest. Anything we left out that you all want to mention?
They can also, so all the information is there on the website, but if they do have any further questions, they can email me as well, patricia.godines@laredo.edu, and I can help you out and answer any questions that you may have.
Sounds good, ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Look forward to be there again this year.
Thank you.